important game in the Eastern Conference. We'll try and see if Stephen A. will rejoin us for our halftime festivities, and we'll see you then. Meanwhile, Mark Jones, Doris Burke, and Malika Andrews have the call from Boston. Enjoy the game.
Too much traffic.
We'll see you at the half.
About it.
Welcome, everyone, to Boston on Super Bowl weekend, where yesterday temperatures were in the 60s. And then less than 24 hours later, the mercury plummeting some 30 degrees plus. 3 inches of snow, and there's a reason why this cold front rolled in, folks. Because of this guy, ice cold Trae Young, a.k.a. Ice Trae. Going to another All-Star game in Cleveland in just a few days. He'll be accompanied by Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics, 3-time All-Star, and Jaylen Brown, the other half of that dynamic front court combination for the Celtics. Hey, Boston, the hottest team in the NBA right now. 5 games out of first place, but in 7th, trying to make it into that top 6. Meanwhile, Atlanta teetering on the brink of not making it into the play-in. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones, courtside, chopping it up with Doris Burke, Malika Andrews, joining us in just a moment. Hey, it was a rough start for the Boston Celtics to start the season, but since the beginning of the calendar year, Jason Tatum and his crew have really turned it around, Doris.
The ball is moving a lot more of late, especially in this uptick in play, but Jason Tatum is so gifted, so young, still with a ton of growth. Over the last 10 games, north of 26 points, and as importantly, in a year where he's not shot it well, he's now shooting at 50% in that last 10-game span. But let's not deceive ourselves about why the Celtics are dominant since January 1st. It's all about things that Ime Udoka has preached from day one. Things on the defensive end of the floor. They are long, they are athletic, and there is no player in the starting 5 who you can pick on.
And they got a lot of new phases, too, including Derek White. Malika has more.
Mark, it's been a whirlwind couple of days for Derek White after being traded from the San Antonio Spurs. He told me that he found out just 45 minutes before the last game that he was actually going to be cleared to play. And he also said that he's currently living out of a hotel. He told me that his partner moved with him, and she's currently pregnant. So they're also in the process of trying to find a new doctor. But his dad, he grew up a Celtics fan, so he's very excited to send his father one of his jerseys. And ultimately, he said he's excited to be a part of a team that's actually playing for something that he feels he can make an impact on, Mark.
Oh, Celtic fandom runs deep, Malika. Let's talk about the Atlanta Hawks. Doris, last year the Hawks were just 2 games away from making it all the way to the NBA Finals before finally losing to the Bucks. Trae Young was transcendent at times during that playoff run, but this year it's been a different story for Atlanta.
I think their defense has not held up as well. Some of it personnel-based. They have had major challenges early. But for Trae Young, in terms of being electric, he has picked up right where he left off. This guy is 5th in the league in points per game, 3rd in assists. And this is why he's dangerous. That floater we just showed you is the same. It looks the same as that lob pass. And this guy this season, Mark, multiple defenders coming at him every time, progressing the ability to read and make every right pass. And if you don't check him and you allow him downhill, he is so good scoring the basketball.
Boy, when you look at Trae Young, when you look at where he is in terms of total points this year, second only to DeMar DeRozan, Tatum, number 4 in the NBA in total points this season. We have 2 of the top 4 scorers on the court this afternoon. The Hawks taking on the Celtics. And Jason Tatum's young son, Deuce, he got some moves. He got some game. Maybe a first-round pick in the 2036 draft. Presentation of NBA Sunday Showcase on ABC continues after this message and a word from our ABC station.
The Popeyes Big Box.